name is Hagan Landry. I'm a 24-year-old shot putter for USA Track and Field. I represent US Paralympics. I've been doing this sport for about 7 years now. Started my professional career in 2013. I'm from Delcombe, Louisiana. I currently compete in shot put where I stand as number 3 in the world, and started out number 10, working my way up to number 3. Currently I'm looking to make the number 1 spot, of course. And what got me inspired to do this was my dad. He was a track athlete in high school, great pole vaulter. And so when I got to high school, I wanted to do what he did, and just in a different way. And he's probably going to be my biggest motivation too. Also got to thank my friends and family back home. You know, they support me every single day for this, to keep this going, and push me every day to be better at this. 2013, I was a double national champion in javelin and shot put domestically. Did not make a world team that year due to too young at the time, still learning things. 2014, I was again double national champ, and that year I broke both American records. No world champs that year, so just carried on to the following year. 2015, I finished 5th in the world in javelin, 7th in shot put. Internationally, I was also a national champion again. That year I broke the Americas records in both events, and currently stand as number 1 in all of North and South America. 2016, I went from 11th in the world in shot put to 4th overall in the world. National champion again, stopped throwing javelin in order to focus on shot put. 17, I was national champion in shot put, America's record holder in shot put, and threw the 3rd furthest throw all time. Finished the year off 2nd in the world after somebody was suspended for a drug violation. Moving on to 2018, I was the world leader starting off the whole season, led the world until about June. I finished 3rd in the world overall that year with the 3rd furthest throw all time in my event. Again, national champion that year, number 1 in all of North and South America. And currently in 2019, I'm the world leader and only a half a meter off of the world record right now, with a PR of 13 meters 53. World record's 14:04, so goal for this year is to break that world record, honestly. That's the next accomplishment. And make the world champ team in 2019, which will be in Dubai in November. Honestly, I could say I've influenced others by just showing that being short, for instance, it doesn't mean you can't do something. You know, I started off playing football before I even got into track and field, and all my friends being 6 feet tall, me being 14, everybody's like, why are you playing? Or he couldn't play. My goal was to prove that wrong, show that anybody can do it. You just got to put your heart and mind to it. And so that's really what drove me into track and field. It's an even harder event in my opinion, or a harder sport. So picked that up and started throwing shot put and pushing myself to be better than those who don't have some people call it a disadvantage. I just call it a different way of doing things, or a different ability. So just to show that just because I'm 4'10" doesn't mean I can't compete with the best in the world. I mean, training alongside Ryan Krauser every single day is an inspiration to me, but it's inspiring others around the world to show that just because you're born different or you're not as talented as other people doesn't mean you can't be. You can be, you just gotta put your mind to it. And that's what I love about it, is I have people message me saying, you're inspiring, you inspire me to do this, this, and this, and I love that. I live for that, because it shows that other people are gonna go out and chase their dreams. They're not gonna sleep on them and let them miss out on them because somebody said they couldn't. From now to 2020, I'm looking to win the national title yet again in the shot put. But not only that, I want to hold the world leading mark majority of the year, to just establish my dominance coming into the world champs, to let others know I'm coming to compete, I'm coming to win. That's not being rude, that's what I'm here for. So the goal would be to lead the world and then make the world champ team this year, win the world championships, and carry that into Tokyo. That way I can go into Tokyo with something, go into Tokyo as coming out of the world champion. So going into that, it'll be more inspiration for me. And going into it as the world champion, you give yourself more motivation. It gives you more drive, more passion to win the 2020 title at the games. And that is my biggest goal right now, is to establish myself as a competitor for the gold medal in 2020. I would have to say my biggest fans are family and friends back home, but even kids around the world, they reach out to you because they love to see what you're doing. They love seeing people make it as athletes because it's a dream every kid has when they're born. And I find I do a little bit more of that because of the fact that I'm short. I'm considered disabled to some people, but it's not. And they love seeing somebody of a shorter stature do these amazing things like squatting crazy heavy weight, throwing shot put as far as I do. And I've had high school kids reach out to me. I've had younger kids than that. Families saying I've inspired their kids to pick up sports, to not be afraid of it. And again, my biggest fans would have to be my family. The love and support they show, they help me with everything. They push me to be better every single day and help me to accomplish my dreams of winning that gold medal in 2020. So definitely gotta give the credit to them, but again, everywhere around the world, I've had multiple fans contact me saying I inspire them in some type of way. In order to accomplish these goals, I'm after, winning the World Championships in Dubai, winning the gold medal in 2020. It's gonna take, I'm gonna need sponsorships to help me out, like funding-wise, for travel, training camps in other countries, international meets. Sometimes there's a meet I wanna do, but I can't afford to do it because we don't have enough sponsorship for federation or whatever it may be. So definitely need funding there. Training shoes, like, competing in shoes, Nikes or Adidas, whoever it may be, just shoes, travel with, compete with, run with, train with, clothing to compete in. All these things are needed to help accomplish my goals. And again, hotel fees add up when you're at meets. Travel in cars, trains, plane tickets, all these things add up. And in order to accomplish my goals, I need these things to help me succeed and to win that medal this year, next year. And being an athlete, that's a sacrifice you gotta make sometimes. You don't have enough money, so you gotta hustle. And it just takes away from training, whereas if you have a good sponsor in your corner backing you up, it helps you to not worry as much about money or how you're gonna get it, but to worry about how you're gonna win that medal because they've got your back, they're supporting you.